like a super natural, quick, easy makeup. Okay, this is gonna be really hard. Oh, this might look kind of creepy, but let's see how well this works in here. Ah! Sorry, you have to look at my nose at the moment. It's called an eraser for a reason. It erases your dark circles. We always make funny faces when we do this. And this is my all-time favorite nude lipstick that I've ever owned. Hey guys, so I know that today's video is a little bit different than what I typically post on here. I actually asked you guys on Instagram what you would like to see on this channel, and a lot of you actually suggested a makeup tutorial. This is totally out of my comfort zone to be filming something like this, but since you guys asked for it, I figured I would share it with you. I'm just gonna be showing you what I typically do if I do wear makeup. Lately I haven't been wearing a whole lot of it. It always feels good to get ready in the morning, and I just find I have more energy if I get ready in the morning. So I'm just gonna show you what I typically use on a regular, everyday basis. I'm a mother of 3 and I really don't have a lot of time in the morning. I'm able to actually complete this look in 10 minutes or less, which is perfect. Sometimes I can do it in 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes, depending how many times I get interrupted while I'm trying to do it. I am by no means a professional when it comes to makeup. If you clicked on this video and you are expecting to see a professional show you a bunch of different makeup techniques and to show you perfection, that's not this video, so you might want to click off now. But if you did click on this video and you just want to see a simple average mom put on her makeup, then this is the video for you. And if this isn't your type of style of video at all, if you're not into makeup or if you don't care about it, that's okay. You can just ignore this video altogether, but you guys asked for this, and so that's the reason why I'm showing you this today. So yeah, if you want to see the products that I use every day and also just a super quick, easy makeup look, then just keep watching. So the first thing that I typically do before anything else is I apply some lotion to my face. I tend to have pretty dry skin, so I like to use a moisturizer. I use this Olay Complete Daily Moisturizing Lotion with sunscreen, SPF 15. This has always been my go-to face lotion. I love that it's not super greasy. It absorbs pretty quickly. I like to do this before I brush my teeth so that it has some time to sink in. I don't like to do my makeup as soon as I apply this, but it usually doesn't take a long time to absorb. I always do this one, the Olay Complete. You can use any face lotion that you use at home. It doesn't really matter. And then I like to go in with this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. As you can see, I have really dark circles. Just mom life, I guess, right? But this I feel like works really well, and it's really inexpensive. There we go. This is super easy. All of these products, by the way, are drugstore products, except for one, because I wasn't able to find my bronzer. So I am using a Beauty Counter bronzer, but everything else that I'm gonna be showing you today, you can buy at the drugstore, and it is fairly inexpensive. Yeah, I use this first thing on my eyelids, just to kind of even everything out. I'm gonna try to do this in the viewfinder, don't judge me. We're gonna be getting up close and personal here. So what you do is you just click this up to get a little bit of the product out. Oh, and I'm using the shade Light 120. 120 Light is my shade. This one typically works well around my eyes all year round. If it is a little bit light, I'll add some bronzer to it around it. But so I always just go in. Sorry about this being so awkward. Just the lighting and everything is not so great in this bathroom, but this is what we're working with today. I feel like it really helps to prime my eyes and help my eyeshadow stick that I'm going to be using. Now, I do like to use different palettes. I have some really neutral palettes for every day. Really love this eyeshadow, so I'm going to show you this one. This is the L'Oreal Paris 24-hour infallible eyeshadow, and this is in the color Amber Rush. I love this one. It's the perfect kind of rose gold shade, not too intense. A little bit goes a long way. I don't use a brush for this. I just use my finger. I know some people might not like that, but I just find it easier to use my finger. And so then I just apply this to my eyelid. This is so hard not doing this in the mirror, so it might look kind of sloppy. I do have a completely different look for a date night look, so if that's something that you would like to see, make sure to let me know. So once I've applied my eyeshadow, I go ahead and grab this eyeliner. This is my favorite liquid eyeliner. I know liquid eyeliner can be really intimidating at first, but I just love the look of it. I've never gone back to a pencil after using this one. I feel like this one works really well, and it's pretty easy to maneuver the top of it. So this one is the Maybelline New York Master Precise Eye Studio eyeliner, and this is the color just black. It says just black on there, and I'll kind of show you the top of it. It's this felt tip pen, and I feel like it's just really easy to use. I know that everybody is against like pulling on your eye. It's not good for your skin and everything else. That's literally the only way I can do my eyeliner. I've tried to do it without doing that, and it just doesn't work for me. So sorry if this is cringeworthy, but I'm gonna pull on my eyelid to the side, and then I just start in the outer corner. Oh wow, this is so hard. And I don't like to do a crazy amount. I feel like that already is enough. I just drag it ever so gently in. You can kind of see that little bit. And this eye always tends to give me a harder time, but let's just see. Okay, this is gonna be really hard to get them even looking in here, but this one might have a little bit more. Okay, that one has a little bit more. This is really hard to do in the camera. I might just try to do this in the mirror, and then I'll come back and show you the rest of the look. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get for this setup right now. They're not exactly even, but that's okay. But we're just gonna roll with that today. I also forgot to mention in the beginning of this video that I don't wear foundation. I have very sensitive skin, and foundation tends to break me out really easily. And I also, as you can tell, have a lot of freckles, and I just don't really like covering all of that. When I was younger, I was really insecure about my freckles, and I actually caked on the foundation to cover them up, but that's just not a really cute look these days. So I am just trying to be more natural with my skin and just take good care of my skin and not put all that stuff on it. So I don't wear foundation. Sometimes I'll wear like a tinted moisturizer. I just don't wear foundation. I always have to use concealer because of my dark circles. I also forgot to mention that I did my brows already before this video. Now, they are a work in progress. After years and years of plucking like crazy, whenever I was a young teen, I've been trying to grow them out. This is the brow pencil that I use, and in the color brunette. In another video, I can show you how I do my brows if you're interested in that. But yeah, this is the product that I use, and it works great. Okay, let's talk mascara for a second. I have used so many mascaras. I'm sure some of you know this already, but I actually used to get my lashes done. I used to get lash extensions just because I kind of got sick of the cakey, clumpy eyelash look, and I just thought it would just be easier to not have to worry about that. And so I did try eyelash extensions. I loved them. I was so sad whenever I had to stop getting them because I actually reacted to the glue, and so my eyes were starting to swell, and it was just not good. So I had to stop getting them, and I had gone back to my old mascara, and I just wasn't liking it. I like my lashes to look longer, like everyone wants, but I also wanted them to not look so clumpy. I was trying to look for a formula that would not make my lashes clumpy, and that I didn't have to use a ton of coats to get the look that I wanted. This mascara is my absolute favorite mascara I've ever tried. It's another L'Oreal product. I don't know what it is about L'Oreal. L'Oreal and Maybelline are my go-tos. But this is the Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal. And I'm trying to see if it has like a certain color. There, can you see that? 935 Carbon Black. This wand is perfect. It's very skinny. It's kind of a silicone instead of a brush, and I feel like it just fans your lashes out so perfectly. Curl my lashes with my little curler here, and this used to creep me out so much. I really had to get used to this, and if you don't want to do this completely, you can skip this step. I just find that it really helps to fan out my lashes and to make them look even longer. So I do this. So you curl your lashes just like that. Again, I am not a professional. So then I go in with my mascara here, and I know this might look kind of creepy, but let's see how well this works in here. Ah, see? See? Not a professional tutorial. Gotta try to get that off now. I need some practice here. All right, there we go. Sorry you have to look up my nose at the moment. I think I'm just gonna do this in the mirror, and then I'll just show you the before and after. You get the picture. You kind of know how to put on mascara. So I'm just gonna do this in the mirror and then show you in a second. Okay, so that's the best I could do in this position. And this is actually almost empty. I need a new one, but can you kind of see the difference? See how fanned out they are? And comparing, I know it's kind of hard in this lighting, comparing this side to this side, I just feel like it just lifts them so perfectly. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I just wanted to show you to kind of compare how much more open this eye looks than this one. Okay, so as you can see, my mascara is all done. It's very like natural looking, and that's exactly the look that I wanted. Okay, so next is concealer. I have to cover up these dark circles. I tend to go a little bit heavy on the concealer because I feel like I always blend it out so much, so I just kind of use this brush and brush it right on. Let's do a little side by side so you can see the difference. Can you kind of see the difference between this eye without concealer and this eye with the concealer? It's called an eraser for a reason. It erases your dark circles. And then again, going with my finger. We always make funny faces when we do this. I just blend it in like so. Sometimes I'll use some bronzer too if I have more of a tan and it looks a little bit too light under my eyes. Speaking of bronzer, I'm gonna put on just a little bit of bronzer, and this is the Beauty Counter bronzer. I had a CoverGirl bronzer, but I can't find it now. And this is in the color, oh, it just says Matte Bronzer #1. So this is the one that I use. I feel like this shade works really well for me. And it just gives me a little bit of color. I don't do any fancy contouring and stuff just because, I don't know, I don't really have time for that, and I don't really think it makes a difference on my face. Maybe I'm not doing it right, but I always just put just a little bit on around my face, kind of on my forehead, and also under here on my neck. Just a little bit, like that. Just to give me a little bit of color. And then I always grab for this blush. It's the Revlon Insta Blush. It's in the color 320 Berry Kiss. And I just recently started using this, so I can't give like a full review on it, but I do really like it so far. I was using just a powdered blush before, and it was fine, but I just noticed that it kind of looked a little bit too powdery for my liking, and somebody had recommended that I get a blush stick, like a cream blush. I was super intimidated at first to just draw this on, but somebody told me that you take your finger and you rub it on your finger, and then you just dab it on the apples. I just dab it on the apples of my cheeks and kind of rub it in a little bit. I don't know, I like how creamy it is, and I like that it's pretty long lasting. and it doesn't look powdery, which is great. Okay, we're almost done. I promise you this takes me 5 minutes in the morning, but just because I'm showing you everything and it's just taking extra time. Okay, let's talk about lipsticks for a second. There are people that love lipstick and there are people that hate lipstick. Personally, I'm more of a lip gloss kind of girl. Do love a good lipstick, but I always have a hard time to find the right kind because I feel like all of them dry out my lips. I actually picked this up at the drugstore, and this is my all-time favorite nude lipstick that I've ever owned. It's by Burt's Bees. I've never tried any of their lipsticks before now, but this is my absolute favorite nude lipstick. This is in the color 500 Nile Nude. This lipstick is so moisturizing, I can't even tell you. It's basically like a lip balm, but it has color, and this is the perfect, let me just put this down. It's the perfect nude color. I feel like it matches my lips so well, the color of it, and it's just so moisturizing. You can see it already. The perfect summer color, the perfect nudie pink that you see. It is beautiful. I love it so much. I really want to try some of their other colors that they have, but if you're looking for a good nude lipstick for summer that's not going to dry out your lips, Burt's Bees is the way to go, and Nile Nude is perfection. I love it. So that is the finished makeup look. I'm going to try to zoom in here so you can see the eyes. You can still see a little bit of my dark circles, but those are pretty impossible to cover completely. Yeah, very simple, very neutral look. So yeah, I hope that this video was helpful and could answer some questions as to what products I use on my skin and for my makeup. If you guys try any of these things out, please let me know what you think of them, if you love them, if they weren't really for you. I'm so sorry if this was all over the place. It was my very first ever video showing anybody how I do my makeup, but I hope that you enjoyed it. If you like videos like this and would like to see more, maybe a date night, how I do my date night makeup, or different colors, different shades. I also have more high-end makeup palettes that I really love using as well, and I do have some neutral looks, like everyday looks, that I create with those palettes as well. So if you'd like to see any of that, just leave me a comment and let me know, and I can try to film that for you. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing and always giving us so much love and support here on this channel. We appreciate it so much, and we love you guys and hope that you're all doing well. Yeah, stay tuned for more videos coming soon. I have a few other videos that I'm going to be uploading for you guys here soon, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye guys.